Hey, this is G.H. Glade for Coaching ADD and the Stimulus-Driven Brain. This is kind of a different post, and I'm going to post it midweek outside of my usual Monday scheduling because I've been working from home and I've been seeing my clients via telemed. And there's some takeaways that we all can use in terms of this time of uncertainty. No one knows where this crisis is going to go, and we kind of fear the worst as we social distance. So here's 5 ways you can deal with uncertainty. So number 1, we're all social distancing, and that doesn't mean we have to avoid each other. You know, as a therapist, I know that a very small part of communication is the verbal component. You increase that when you have visual, like FaceTime, Skype, Zoom, those apps which let you reach out and actually see the person. And I can tell you from experience, I can't go pick up and hug my granddaughter, but it sure is great to talk with her on my screen. It's better than just the phone. So social distancing doesn't mean avoidance. In fact, now is a time where you need to reach out more to people. Goes for business communications as well. You know, the things people miss most about leaving a job are the people they work with. And now we've all sort of had to leave our job and work at home. And so when you reach out to coworkers, see if you can do it on a video format. Well, a lot of us are spending a lot of time inside, and you know, we can't go out to clubs or we can't play pickup basketball, but it's still important to exercise. You know, one of the things about aerobic exercise, you know, getting your heart rate up, moving, is it reduces stress. And right now, there are a ton of virtual classes to help you exercise. You know, I have a friend who is a trainer, and he does a lot of work on video, and he's even deeply discounting his exercise program, which, you know, that's a bargain. He's a pretty good trainer for sure. Another tip is really focus on eating healthy. You know, my life is, you know, fairly structured in terms of eating patterns and whatnot. And my wife likes to bake. And I like to eat baked goods. They're delicious. But really focus on trying to maintain your healthy eating habits. You know, I don't want to come out of this COVID-19 crisis 20 pounds heavier. And so I use portion control, and I try and eat good foods. You know, it might be time to try some new foods and whatnot. It just, but really focus on healthy eating during this time. It also makes your mind better. So another really important step is keeping a routine. It's easy to think, every day is like a weekend. I can just, you know, sleep in and go to bed when I want to and whatnot. We can't control the way we have to live right now, but we can control how we respond to it. And one of the things that I encourage people to do in working from home is keep a schedule, get up at a particular time. Consider the things that basically are anchors of stability in your life. What relaxes you? Give yourself time for those activities. You know, it also helps to focus on humor. You know, at the end of the day, I like to basically go through Facebook, or, you know, there are various comedy channels I like. And I like to end the day on a light note. So here's the other issue. You know, one of the prevailing features for my clients is increased anxiety. And just because we're sort of more isolated doesn't mean you shouldn't seek the care you need. Mental illness, addiction, domestic violence, they don't go away during times of crisis. And a lot of times they get worse. And if you're someone, or you know someone who's suffering, you're not alone. There's help available. I'm going to put a variety of resources down in the show notes for people to come take a look at. There are things like AA, the National Domestic Violence Hotline, and other, things. Well, this has been G.H. Glade for Coaching ADD and the Stimulus-Driven Brain. And this really isn't an ADD-oriented video, but, none of us are immune from the anxiety of uncertainty. And here's some ways of dealing with this. If you like this video, hit subscribe and hit a like and pass it along to your friends, most of all. So until next time, take care. Bye-bye.